What's going on, everybody? It's Brother Russia here, back with another Dokkan video, and today we've got the producer's letter that dropped at like 5 a.m. and unfortunately I had missed it on drop because I was asleep already. So I'm here with my man Lucas, and he and I are gonna watch it and we're gonna kind of react to it.
Yep, sounds like a plan. See what they got cooking.
Have you already watched it, Lucas, or is this gonna be all new to you?
I've heard some things, some unavoidable things. Obviously, Twitter being one
Twitter.
of those things. That's if you got noties enabled, you're gonna get hit. So
I've only seen like a couple of things from it, but I haven't watched the actual full producer's letter yet. So this is all gonna be brand new to me. So I'll go ahead and start it up so we can at least get it going. But yeah, I haven't seen anything about it yet, so I'm kind of interested to see what's actually gonna be in here.
Yep.
Because this just like randomly dropped. I don't even think anybody was ready for it.
No, I wasn't ready for it.
I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the end of the campaign.
Yep, it was pretty good. Campaign was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
You know, there was a couple dry periods, I feel like, but overall the content was really good, especially the end. I feel like part 3 was almost like the highlight.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
With how much content there was.
So we're doing a player survey, which is actually good because I feel like if people actually do like really good like things that we want in the game and actually implement it in here, you know, they might listen. Because I feel like if you give good like constructive criticism, they might listen instead of like bashing them for like.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I think you have to be constructive about it in the way that you present it. But I think they're definitely listening with the way that they're implementing the banners and stuff like that. I feel like they're definitely listening to player feedback. So everybody should, like you were saying, give good constructive feedback.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully, hopefully. Okay, so what's this? Business and future events planned for Dokkan. From the carnival featured characters introduced in last year's worldwide campaign to the recently announced unification with the Japanese version's operation schedule. Events and features aimed at allowing players from all over the world to enjoy playing Dokkan Battle have been popping out more and more frequently. Okay, so let me take a pause right here real quick. So we got, what, 7th anniversary, they introduced the carnival featured characters.
Yep.
8th Annie, we got the standby skills. And then it looks like worldwide celebration of 8th year, we got the original animations, which were actually pretty good. They were actually really good animations.
I thought they were pretty good. Yeah.
It looks like the introduction of the domain, which we did get. It looks like 9th anniversary and 10th anniversary. So we got a unification of both versions, period, to be determined.
That's the banger. That's the banger right there. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, so they haven't said when yet. So it's going to be kind of... I guess we don't really know. I guess we'll find out when at some point it'll drop.
Yeah, and a lot of people are kind of presuming. I see a lot of buzz around like the 9th anniversary. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a little too soon, or do you think that's possible? I feel like that's going to be a little soon unless they really start pumping the volume on these banners.
I mean, realistically, I feel like the 9th anniversary could be like a good way to drop it. Because the way I see it, like if they just drop it for 9th anniversary and we get both versions like unified, that means Global can share JP's anniversary, and like you get the hype units at the exact same time. Everybody's like happy about it. And then like during the Global anniversary is the same time that JP has their Tanabata. So why don't you just take the units that you drop for Tanabata, drop it at the same time for both versions, and then let that be like Global's anniversary / JP's Tanabata at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be really dope. I just think it's going to be a matter of timing and the schedule, and if they're able to pull it off in that amount of time. Because we've got a few banners we got to catch up, and we got to do it by when? Like February, beginning of February, end of January?
Yeah, beginning of February.
Kind of tight.
and kind of like the other problem is JP obviously still has to keep dropping banners because they still need to keep stuff going on their games. But there was one thing that I noticed, and on the Turles banner, I think the celebration or like his banner is only up for like 3 weeks compared to like the normal like 1 month that it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they cut it a week short. I saw that. Yep.
So I wonder if maybe just because of them cutting it like a week short, I wonder if maybe they'll just do that until we eventually like line up with JP.
Yeah, they're really trying to like shove stuff in. There's like, because they put an extra Dokkan Fest early on it with Turles or with Yamcha and Bardock on Turles's banner. Yeah. And then they cut it a week short. So they're really trying to like condense it. But I think they're trying to do it in a way that's not overwhelming, because then it's just like, get your wallets out. We're pumping like 18 banners like back to back.
Yeah. And I mean, as much as like, even for like normal whales and stuff like that do summon for the game, even for them, that's going to be like, it's not going to be feasible for a lot of people. It'll just be like, hey, I got to summon on this. I got to summon on this. I got to summon on this. Like, it's just not going to be, it's not going to be feasible.
Homie said for them, like it's not for you.
Hey, listen. There are other whales out there other than me, but I'm just saying, even for me, I would be like, man, that's a lot of money going out.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll see how they pump the schedule, but yeah.
Yeah. What else we got? So more events like these are already in the works for the 9th anniversary and even the 10th anniversary. Okay. With special surprises in store for everyone. Okay, what do we got? Although the international version just reached its 8th anniversary, I think that there's no better time than now to explain what the future holds for the next 2 anniversaries. Okay? Here's why I prepared a roadmap for this video. Okay, so they're talking about the next 2 anniversaries.
Yes.
Well, let's tell you more about all the tweaks and feats we're going to implement for the 10th anniversary. I'm afraid I just can't do that, so bear with me and wait for future announcements. So if he's talking about the 10th anniversary, we haven't even hit the 9th anniversary yet. So I don't like I almost feel like maybe they're going to be leaning more towards the 10th anniversary before they unify both games. Yeah.
Yeah, the 10th anniversary, or even maybe like after Global's 9th anniversary going into Worldwide, because that's when we start like a joint celebration again. So maybe it could be like next year's Worldwide, and maybe that's why they announced it on this year's Worldwide. So that's a possibility as well.
I can see after that, yeah.
Because that's I was thinking about that earlier today. We're leading into another like joint celebration, and then after that, they're like, "Hey, this is when we're doing it," and then we're celebrating the 10th anniversary together.
Yeah, and I mean with Worldwide especially, it's like one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest celebrations outside of Anniversary or Tanabata.
Right.
And it's the biggest one that we share with the JP at the same time. So it kind of would make sense if they did hold it out another year and kind of try to get everything lined up by then.
Right. Well, I feel like that's a much more feasible time frame than just like, let's do the 9th anniversary Taylor. Because I mean, is it possible? Yes. Would it be very difficult to get that amount of content in that amount of time? Also, yes. Because like we're pretty close. We're cutting it close. So.
It is close. I feel like they could do it. Like I said, if they were to do some kind of like catch-up banner or something like that, and had like the units that aren't on there, and just kind of throw them on there and just say, "Hey, global players, go summon on this." Even then, like that might still be a little out there, because
they'd have to do a hell of a freaking New Year's banner is what they'd have to do. They'd have to do like some Omega Giga Chad New Year's banner.
Or I feel like it would be like after New Year's though, because it would have to be that quiet time right before their anniversary, because like the 2 weeks before leading up to it is always like super dead period, because they're waiting until that anniversary starts. Like that could be the time where they just drop everything on global and be like, hey, if you guys want to summon, go summon. If not, anniversary's right here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
But obviously, if they don't announce that by say New Year's, then it's probably going to be sometime or Worldwide celebration of next year.
Yeah, and hope would be lost.
Yeah. One thing I tell you about today, a little update schedule will be implemented this month. Okay, what kind of update we got? Legendary Summon. These changes will only appear on regular Legendary Summons starting from the one scheduled to be available this month. Meaning the Legendary Summon Carnivals won't be affected, okay?
Okay, so yellow coin only.
Okay, the most significant change is the fact that when performing summons in regular Legendary Summons, Players are guaranteed to recruit a featured character after performing a certain number of summons.
Okay.
Pity system.
That's what it's. So yeah, this is the little bit that was spoiled for me because Twitter kind of started going after this one a little bit.
Yeah, so this is the one I kind of saw. I looked into it. I looked at it like briefly, but I was like, I don't want to look into it too much because I want to do like a raw reaction to it. So
Yeah, 100%.
perform summons to get a legendary summon coin, limited. Okay, so that's kind of like how Legends has it, and exchange a certain number of coins for the new character. Okay, pity system.
Pity system.
What we've all been asking for.
We got the pity. Now watch it be like 5,000 dragon stones for one unit.
Yeah, let's not go that extreme. 2,500 I would get because that's for a if it's that would be 500 coins for an LR. So I would understand like 2,500 maybe. 2,000 would be even better. 1,500 would be like best case scenario.
Yeah, but I feel like 2,000 seems to me like 2,000 is probably the sweet spot. Is it too much for most players? Yes.
Yes.
But 2,000 is at least prevents those like monstrous shafts of like, oh, I went 4,500 stones without pulling this unit, which should just never happen.
Yeah, that's like terrible.
Hey, you been there, bud? You ever done that?
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there I've been there many times, Lucas. It's not fun.
I have been there a few times myself. It's not a good time.
What else we got? So we got 7 rounds only, guaranteed to recruit a featured character for every 3 multi-summons. So 7 rounds, and you get 3 guaranteed. Or I'm sorry, you get a featured unit on every 3rd one.
Yep. Okay. Well, featured unit could be like, Tech Future Saga Vegeta or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say a featured character could mean not an LR.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Which is also scary because that's not. A lot of yellow coin banners are not good.
Right, but is it better than what we have currently? Also, yes.
Also, yes. So you heard it right. We're gonna add a guarantee system to legendary summons. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do it for more than just legendary summons. So what I think after having to read all the feedback received via social media and the in-game surveys. So people have actually complained and said, hey, you should add a pity system, and they listened.
Exactly. Like we were talking about earlier.
You know what else would be great? More than 100 friends.
Yes.
That is the biggest criminal mistake that we have is we don't have more than 100 friends. And I don't understand why. We're almost 9 years in.
9 years, you can have 100 friends.
Yeah, 9 years, you only get 100 friends. You ain't getting no more.
Yeah, wait, what? You talk to thousands of people on Discord? Yeah, 100 friends.
Yeah, you get 100 of them. Alright, up until now, one of the legendary summon strong points was the possibility to recruit LR characters. Well, yeah, that's what the LR banner is for. So, yeah, so it's just legendary summon. So it doesn't look like they're doing it for Carnival or Dokkan Fest yet.
What I think is this is a testing period for the other banners, essentially, right? Like, if this goes well, they can, look at their metrics, look at, how it does, how it performs, and then they can determine whether they want to use this on, like, the Dokkan Fest or, the Carnival banners, etc.
I mean, to me, I almost feel like they should drop it on a Dokkan Fest and test it on that instead of a yellow coin LR. Mainly because, like, there's a lot of yellow coin LRs that people don't care about. But when it comes to, like, a Dokkan Fest, it's different because then you're actually getting, pretty decent units on the entire banner overall.
Yeah.
And I mean, depending on, like, what the pity amount is going to be, they might actually make more money because if, say, they are at like a 1,500 like limit of you got to spend 1,500 stones to get the guaranteed 1 copy. Imagine someone that's at like 1,200 stones and they're like, I just need 300 more stones and I can get this character guaranteed. Like I'm already so close. I may as well just go buy a pack, go buy a pack, go buy a pack, and next thing you know, you're 300 stones in. Boom. You got you may even pull the character before you hit the 1,500, but you already know you're gonna get a guaranteed one at 1,500 if it is 1,500.
Right. So you might as well keep going. 100%.
So you may as well keep going. Exactly. Like it's just it makes sense like in someone's mind to be like, hey, I'm at 11, or I'm at 1100 or I'm 1200, and I'm 300 away or 400 away. In your mind, you're like, I'm already this deep. I may as well just go get the unit guaranteed.
Yeah, and I think those are the types of things that they're going to be testing. They're going to be looking at. Obviously, they've got all the data on the back end. They're going to be peeking and moving and grooving back there, looking around to see if this is a good idea going forward.
Yeah, and I mean, if someone's going 100 or 200 stones and they don't get it, and they're obviously not going to go for 1500. But if you got somebody that is going for extensive, if they're going to rainbow, or if they want a 79%, or they want a dupe or something like that, 1500 or 2000, whatever the case may be, hell, it might even be 2500 for all we know.
Right.
It's depending on what that number is going to be where like they're either going to have to tweak it, or they're just going to be like, hey, either hit this and get the character, or don't get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that wasn't enough, this trend continued when we...
If it wasn't enough.
Available in the large-scale campaigns of Legendary Summon Carnivals, and introduced the concept of Carnival featured characters last year. While we plan to implement these changes to regular Legendary Summons in hopes that they will make the summons more special by making it easier for players to recruit the new featured characters. Just want to pause real quick and just say, just do it for Dokkan Fests and do it for Carnivals. Just do it for all three. If you're going to do it for one, do it for all three, because once you do it for this and people are like, hey, we like this, they're going to, in the next surveys, they're going to be like, do it for Dokkan Fest, do it for Carnivals. Just drop it now and just do it.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's just going to be a test. They're going to see if it works out, and then they'll drop it on the wrist. I think that's what they're looking at.
Hopefully. Please look forward to the revamped Legendary Summons. Okay. Let's talk about events and missions that are currently being held, as well as those will be added to the game this month. Okay, what we got?
Try for the best.
Character growth special missions, which are already available. They're usually pretty easy to do anyway.
Wasn't this like the one on JP, like where they did like the launch event and stuff like that daily? Like, don't we have that coming up?
Yeah, it's just doing like growth missions, like, hey, do the Roshi event, or hey, do the it's like if you do the training, like train like 3 characters, awaken 3 characters, run these growth events X amount of times, like stuff like that.
Yep.
And lots of other, so that's exactly what it is.
Sweet.
Social media campaign, typical.
Free stones.
It is free stones.
Free stones.
Final news of the day. Second half October, which will be coming up soon. A limited time special version of Study Hard, Play Hard, Turtle School Intensive Training will be available. Okay.
That's exactly what I was just talking about.
In this version, the boss will definitely be Launch instead of Master Roshi, Yeah, so JP did have this, so yes, same thing.
Yep, cool.
Clean on the event on hard difficulty, you will recruit 3 Elder Kai dozing. Clearing the event on Z hard difficulty will allow you to recruit 1 Elder Kai. Yeah. Just do it on Z hard, get that 1 Elder Kai, it's so much more worth it.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I mean, if you want to take your 30% chance, you can do that.
Elder Kais work every time. What do you mean?
Hey, take that 30% chance. I mean, it's all up to you.
So
that's all we got?
Okay.
Okay, they'll keep listening to our feedback, which is good.
Yep, it's good stuff.
These are the best 9th and 10th anniversaries you could ask for.
Double Gogeta.
Stop.
Or double Vegeta. The superior fusion.
Stop. Thanks, Amatsu. So I'm wondering, them talking about this now, I'm wondering, is it going to start at, like, are we going to start with like the Int LR Goku? Are they going to try the pity system with that? I wonder, or I wonder if it's going to be later.
I think they might even just start it on JP only with the next legendary summon banner, because I'm pretty sure there's a dead period for JP in their release schedule that I don't think, because of the anniversary and stuff, I don't think they're getting a legendary summon for like quite a while coming up. So
Well,
I think it might start on JP. I don't know if it's going to be like a simultaneous release between like JP and Global. I think it might just be on JP, but we'll see.
the only reason why I'm saying this is because this is the global version video.
Oh, that's the global version?
This is
okay,
the global
maybe.
version video.
Well, I mean, you got to do something to make people summon on freaking Int Goku, because ain't nobody wants to summon on that banner.
I mean,
it's so bad.
I mean, honestly, maybe that's what it was. Maybe they got the metrics from the JP side and were like, hey, this one just did not hit that well. Like, what can we do? And they're like, hey, pity system. Remember what everybody was talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit them with it. Make them summon for it.
Yeah. They released like the emergency lever. They're like, release the pity system. And Goku's trash.
Honestly, that's maybe what have happened. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But wow, okay, so we got a pity system coming. We got some new events coming, and then some new stuff that they're gonna do for the 9th and 10th anniversary. So I guess we'll see what comes from it.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited. I'm just excited to see the two versions sync up.
As am I. I just want everybody to feel that same hype like when the units drop, because by the time it drops on JP, everybody on Global gets so hyped for it, and then by the time it actually shows up on Global, JP's already had 5 new units that have released that are already either better or more hype, and people are like, I don't really want these units anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, why would I want the anniversary units when I could have Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku?
Yeah, yeah, kind of.
It's like, oh,
that's exactly
okay.
That's exactly what it is.
All right.
Or in like for Global, we get anniversary, and then we get worldwide, and then we get Tanabata. So we got to wait even longer. Whereas JP gets the anniversary units that they've had for 6 months before we get it, and then they get the Tanabata unit, which they have for another about 5 months before we get it, and then we just all get the worldwide units at the same time, and sometimes those worldwide units are better than what the Tanabata unit was anyway.
Yep, another global shaft.
Just another global shaft.
No, we get this. We get the peel-off packs with the box space, and now we got to deal with this. What else? What's next? What's next?
Hey, that box space is important, though.
Yeah.
But hey, Lucas, I appreciate you jumping in here with me to watch this video. And then everybody, anybody else that's in the comments, let us know what you guys think of the pity system, the new events coming, and what you guys think they're going to do for 9th and 10th anniversary.
Yeah, and how many stones do you think the pity system's going to be? That's a good one. How many stones do you guys think it's going to be? Think it's going to be 1,000, 1,500, 2,500, 5K? I'm going to go with 5K. Just because. I'm
gonna say 2,500, just because I feel like 2,500 is 500 yellow coins. That's enough to buy the unit to begin with.
Yeah.
So I think they're just gonna stick with that if they do it on just yellow coin banner LRs. If they move it to like a Carnival LR, or they move to Dokkan Fest, they might change it. Like Carnival obviously may stay 25. Or 2,500, and then if they do just like a Dokkan Fest, like a regular one that are 400 coins, maybe they'll drop it to 2,000. But then you get that Dokkan Fest LR, it's gonna be back to 2,500. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
But that's my guess. So let us know in the comments what you guys think, and we will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.